Hello and welcome to our overview about Actiphy Portal. Before we start with the portal, I want to explain at which place you need to register first. So the first step is always to register to get access to the console. So at this website you have a form you can fill out and then you get your credentials for the main login. After you got this main administrator login, you can create any user account later. There is no limitation. So only the first user needs to be registered here, and then you can create as many users you want by yourself. If you have general questions to configure and set up the software to make this usable, we have a second landing page, and you get all the informations and user manuals and all other information at this place. So I can recommend to check this first, and still, if you have any further questions, feel free to ask us. Okay, so after you got your credentials and you log in the first time, you will land in the central dashboard of the software. And of course, in my example, I have already added some agents to monitor. So I have already some data here, but of course, when you log in the first time, it will be empty. But I want to explain now the elements of the solution. First, in the central dashboard, you see the activity from the last 7 days and of course also the backup storage in total overview from all your sites, from all your customers you added. So in this overview, in the alert summary, we only see systems with an issue. You will never see a machine in the alert box if everything is fine. It's just an information, a visual information that you need to check this machine, of course. You see site, this is for example the company name, then when it happened, the task type, which machine is affected from the end user, the task type and the error message. But we want to see details of this machine, so we just need to click on it and then we going directly to this end user site, customer site A. Then I click on the agent which has this problem, and then we can check the log files in events. For example, you see a summary about everything. Then when we go to task logs, we see all the tasks which has run the last days and so on. And now I can filter for the results because I want to see only the failed tasks. So in my example, I see here result 311. If you want to go deeper in details, just click on the log file and it will open the log file and you can check for the error. So in my case, it's a VSS problem with Microsoft VSS Framework. I disabled VSS services in Windows on this machine just to create this error, that we see something. But anyway, if you have any problem or any error, then of course you will get an exit code. And any exit code, we have an explanation. So we have a summary list and you can check, okay, what is exactly behind this number. But of course, it's also useful to check the log file in detail because this can also shed some light on the problem cause. And then you can fix this problem as well. So after you check this problem and you solve the problem, you can go to the alerts section and you can remove this information. This will not delete any log file or anything on the system. No, this is only the visible information from the dashboard. Because when we go back to the central dashboard, you see this here is still in the list. So, but when I click on delete, then it will gone on this overview as well. So I would explain it like a ticket system, because as long as this information is shown as alert, then you know, okay, I need to work on this machine. After you fix this problem, you can remove the alert and it will be gone from the dashboard. So only the active machines which need to take some action should be here on the list. That's a useful thing to work on the problem and get the backup working again, for example. Okay, this is the dashboard. a good overview, everything is here in place. And now we go to the sites section. With the sites, you can add your end user or companies you want. Just click on the plus icon and then you can add your company name, for example. This is for a better overview, of course, because it makes no sense to add all the different agents from all the clients to just one site. It would be not a good overview. So it's recommended to per end user site, create a company or whatever. You can identify these users and then assign the agent to this specific site. Yeah, and there's no limitation or whatever. So you see I created many sites already. And then we are ready for the next step, because the user management is also an important point. So by default, the first credentials you receive from us after you registered is the administrator account. And with this user, you can add as many new users you want. Just click on the button. And now you have different roles for the users with different access. So administrator, as mentioned, is full. User can do everything, has access to everything, but it makes a lot of sense to make limited user access. So choose user, and now you can limit the access, for example, to only a specific or specific sites. Yeah. So this user we create now here, for example, is only allowed to access to customer site A, B, and C, but no other site, or just one site. Yeah, whatever you prefer. And with this setting, it's in very important point, you can limit the access for the end users. So, and then we have also on top a viewer account. With this account, it's only for, as the name explains already, it's only a read-only access. So this can't change or do anything. Expect viewing. The informations are stored here. And also this user can be limited to sites. So for example, that would be a good thing for the CEO of a company from the end user, that the user can check by themselves just an overview. Yeah, the information about all his own machines in the state, but he can't change anything or remove or whatever. Yeah, it's just a good thing for example, end user login. And for the access to data information, you need at least a user login or administrator login. Yeah, this is the minimum to get logs and information, of course. This is just to check the content. Okay, next section is reports. Reports you can run by yourself, like live. Yeah, you can have a list of possible report types, and it makes a lot of sense to automate this process and, for example, send a daily report, and you can attach an exported CSV file if you want, and then you can specify what kind of task you want to get the information, like, okay, please send me failed task from all sites or specific sites from the last 3 days, for example, and then we can add this to the list. Yeah, and you can add as many automatic reports you want. And then you get, of course, a daily information in my example about the failed task from all sites from the last 3 days, for example. Then we have the licensing part. This is an overview about all agents you have added, because the license information is stored as well. And this is a good information about maintenance, for example, because maintenance, like a subscription license, is important to know if it will run out soon. Yeah, so having like an information, okay, this license will be soon in short time, so you can extend the license for a longer time period, for example. Or it's in general a good overview to know, okay, which license is assigned to which client and which agent and so on. So I think that's also useful information. So in summary, this Actiphy Portal Service offers a good ability to monitor all the clients in just one single console, and we will extend, of course, any more features soon. And for the moment, Feel free to contact us if you have any further questions. I want to thank to all and bye bye.